say it's alright. Little darling, it's been a long, lonely winter. Good morning. Good morning to GG. I hope you're all having a great day. I am out on my patio after my run today, and it is gorgeous. Today is Tuesday, June 8th, 2020, and we are ready for our last week of school. Oh, I can't decide, right? Happy because it's going to be summer and we're sort of taking a break from this, but so sad because I'm going to be missing all you guys. All right, greeting. Today, hug or handshake. At home, give somebody a tight squeeze. They might need it. Or maybe they're up for a cool handshake. Maybe you and your family could invent a really cool handshake today. Something of your very own. Remember how we sort of did that? Got into pairs, created our own handshake, and then shared? Maybe you could do that if you have more than one or two people in your house, right? So let's get on to the message, and I'm going to scoot out of the way for just a minute. I think I am. There we go. So good morning, dear 2GG. Happy Monday. This is our last Monday morning virtual meeting. I have missed you all so much. Ugh, that's an understatement, right? This is much different than how the year usually ends, but let's together make it good. We have an exciting week ahead. Seesaw will keep you busy this week with summer birthday shout outs and end of the year shares. I'm looking forward to those. You will see, or we will see each other, of course, in our live Google Meets tomorrow, Tuesday at 2:30 and Thursday at 11:30. Our last day of school, we have a Google Meet, and I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Let's finish strong. 2GG is made of gold. Love, Mrs. J. All right. So share time. When you head over to Seesaw, you are going to have some birthday shares to do. Monday, today, we are celebrating June birthdays, which means you're going to give Ronan and Charlie a shout out because they are our June birthdays. Tuesday, we have July birthdays, 5 of them. And Wednesday, we have August birthdays, 3 of them, right? One of them is Mrs. Masloff. Also on Seesaw, today is Dear Future Teacher. So if you were going to write a note to your teacher, what would you tell her about yourself? Tuesday, we have a summer bucket list. This summer, what's on your bucket list, right? What is it that you really want to get to? And then Wednesday, it's just a read aloud with a response. At Thursday, you have the end of the year picture, and you have a picture and a brief share, right? So Seesaw is going to keep us busy. So your share on Seesaw is going to be neat to read. I'm looking forward to it, and read and comment on each other's. I'm curious to see what you have to say about each other's things, posts. Okay, I'm going to move over a little bit more. So today's activity is actually a drawing activity. You might have to pause and take a look at this when we get to the next screen. So today, you are going to draw a picture using the following shapes: a square, a circle, a triangle, a trapezoid, and a rectangle. Each one of those shapes is worth different points. So we have the square is worth 3 points, the circle is worth 4 points, the triangle is worth 2 points, the trapezoid is worth 10, and the rectangle is worth 5. So I'll show you an example, and I'm going to move out of the way and explain my picture. So you can see here that here is my picture, and it is made, except for this jump rope, it is made of the shapes that we just went over. And here's the triangles, Here, the circle is her head and her two eyes. We have a triangle nose, and we have lots of rectangles in her body. Her skirt is a trapezoid. Her legs and her feet, again, all rectangles. So this is sort of practice of multiplication and addition. When you look at the picture, you see I found 12 triangles, and each triangle is worth 2 points. So that's 12 times 2 is 24. I only used 3 circles, and each circle was worth 3 times 4 equals 12. One trapezoid, which the trapezoids were worth 1 or 10 points, so that's 10. We had 3 squares, and 3, of course, times 3, because the squares were worth 3 points, 9 points. And then we have the rectangles, which the rectangles were worth 5, and I had 22 rectangles. So 22 times 5 is 110. And then you'll see my totals along the side, and I added them up, and my total drawing came to 165 points. So first, I counted how many each shape and then multiply it by its value. And then I took those products, right, the answers to those multiplication, and I added them up to get 165. So my picture's worth 165. I wonder what your picture will be worth today. Have some fun with that. You could do it in your driveway. That would be cool. You could do it with sidewalk chalk today because it is beautiful. Beautiful today. All right. Let's get back to our learning goals. Lots of review today, guys. Let me see if I can move myself in. Lots of review. So review means we've covered it already and we're going to take a look at it again, right? So in math, you have a lot of choices. You're reviewing money. You're going to be having lots of math choice boards. In foundations review. In writing, a little different, right? You are actually going to be writing to future second graders. It's like, what advice do you think a first grader moving up to second grade is going to need? And that's going to be your assignment that you're going to turn in this week. For shared reading, again, it's going to be review of all the skills that we've talked about this year. And last, social studies. We are still on our kidpreneur focus. If you there's a little direction that if you are interested and you work on your, as an option, work on your business plan, you can send it to either myself or another teacher. Her name is Miss McCall. Please do. I'd love to see your business plans, what business that you were thinking about creating and how you were going about creating it. So please, if you have worked on that and would like me to see it, make sure that you email it to me, okay? Lots of fun. So the last thing we're going to do today is it magic or is it math? I tricked you, not science. Is it magic or is it math? So this is pretty cool. So these are the directions, and I want you to try this with somebody at home, okay? So the first thing you ask them to do is think of a number. So the trick is, right, I guess we can call it a trick, even though it's really math, we know that, is the answer is always going to be 5, right? The answer, right? So you could say, I have a prediction that no matter what number you pick, your answer is going to be 5. And so let's say you ask them to think of a number. So I'm going to pick one of my favorite numbers, 16. Okay, 16. So I am going to double 16. So 16 doubled is 32, right? 32 plus 10 is 42, right? So now if I had to cut 42 in half, I have to slice it in half or divide it by 2, right? So 42 divided by 2 is 21, right? Now, after that, I want to subtract my original number. Okay, so I'm going to subtract my original number, which was 16. My answer, 5. What? Isn't that crazy? Because let's think of another number. Let's think of the number 5. All right, I'm going to double it. That's 10. I'm going to add 10. That's 20. I'm going to cut that in half. That's 10. I'm going to subtract my original number, 5. Is my answer 5 now? Yes, it is. So try it with a different starting number, right? Like we just did. I just did 16 at first, then I just did 5. And then, did you ever get a different result, or were you always getting 5? And why does that happen? See if anybody can figure out, why does that happen? Why are you always coming back to 5? It's interesting, right? It's almost like a computer program. Really cool. So cool, right? So cool. So listen, today, great day today. I want you to have fun. I want you to enjoy the world. See you soon. See you tomorrow.